says, now every day we are taking bath. Some of you are maybe taking bath 2 to 3 times because the weather is very hot and we are sweating. We know that we are getting dirt. And we try our best to clean our body with soap and water, right? And here Lord Shiva is saying is how that we clean our body. You can also clean our consciousness, our material contaminated consciousness, where the soul is entrapped with the material body. We can never realize about that we are a soul and where we are from, connected to where, but we are only thinking about our body only. So if he says that if you want, touch the Bhagavad Gita, open the book and read the Bhagavad Gita daily, it is just like you are actually nourishing the soul within your body. And in that way, you can clean the entanglement of the material life of this soul. And in this way, that the death of the material life can altogether can be vanquished and you can be spiritualized. So this is what Lord Shiva is telling. So we can also take bath in the spiritual ocean by reading the Bhagavad Gita daily. Okay. So today we are also reading the Bhagavad Gita. So it's a very good opportunity. It's very auspicious. Each and every one of you are reading. Very nice. Let's go to Karma Yoga chapter 3. If you see in the last week chapter 2, in chapter 2, we spoke about, Krishna spoke about the soul. Hmm? Krishna spoke about the soul when Arjuna do not want to fight. Correct or not? Arjuna do not want to fight because Arjuna feels that, okay, he's making a lot of sins by killing his relatives and all this. He cannot enjoy and this and that and so many things. And he confused. He says, I don't want to fight. And then Krishna thereafter spoke about the spiritual life, spiritual aspect. He says, Arjuna, you cannot kill anybody actually. You can't actually kill. He says, you are, then he said, you are actually a spirit soul. Each and every one, your grandfather there, your teachers there, your brothers, as you assume, the opposite soldiers there, the Kauravas, they are all spirit souls. You can't actually kill them. Uh, you can't even break them. You can't even burn them. You can't even win them. You can't even cut them. There are so many things that we studied last week. And he also mentioned that the soul is so tiny, but it's very, very powerful. So in this way, Krishna gave him that a new information about the spirit soul. And he says, this is intelligent. Okay. And when he spoke about this, the spiritual life and the material life, now Arjuna, as previously he says, I do not want to fight actually, Krishna, because I feel this is not completely not necessary. So much of problem. Thereafter, I think I better go to the forest. I do not want to involve in all this thing. I just want to go to the forest, let go all my kingdom and everything. I want to go tapasya and all these things. And Krishna was really waking him up and down. He says, you're talking like a fool. And then he was giving him all this important spiritual knowledge about the spirit soul. And the most important sloka that I told you that very important in this chapter 2 is that the dehi no swim yata dehe kaumaram yamaram jara tata dehantri prakapsi dirasatra na moyate. Okay, so the spirit soul is just changing. And the spirit soul is just changing from one body to one body, as like when the baby we are growing like that. So in this like that, Krishna says that at the time of that you also go into another body. And that way the spirit soul, the ultimate spirit soul, is eternal. It's very difficult. You can't kill or anything. So the spirit soul is very, very the quality. The quality of the spirit soul is very auspicious. So this way now, Krishna, Arjuna will be asking some questions, and Krishna will be relating that regarding about our karma. So, and can anyone can guess what karma means? Anybody can guess what karma means and yoga here, karma yoga? Anybody can guess? Hello, students. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Try.
Karma means action, our action and our response.
Our
towards
response. Correct. Then yoga?
Yoga means oneness.
Oneness. Yeah, right. So here, anybody got any other explanation? Anybody? Do anyone has any other opinion?
Can
Yeah.
I? Yes.
Can.
Yeah. Yoga means union of our mind, body, and soul.
Yes. Karma means
Action.
action. So
Yeah.
whatever that we do,
Ah.
okay, whatever we do, there is a reaction. So karma is the action and reaction, and yoga means that is the connection to the supreme consciousness. Okay, so yoga is how do we connect our action and reaction to the supreme lord. In a simple manner, this is what we can term. Okay, so when you mention yoga means it is actually we are connecting to the supreme lord. Okay, let's go for the 3.1. Okay. Can I ask Miss Naushi? Just now I mentioned Naushi. Naushi Chandra. Are you there, Mataji? What is her name? Okay, now we go to Rohini. Rohini Mataji. Rohini.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Try.
Arjuna uvacha jayashi chet karmanaste mada buddhir janardana tatkim karmani gorema yo jayasi kesava.
Very nice.
Arjuna, thank you,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Kesava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work?
Very nice. You see, now Arjuna, he was telling he do not want to fight, but Krishna was talking about the spirit soul. And now Arjuna is saying, now you have given me intelligence that I'm not this body and I'm the spirit soul. But why you still ask me to join into this ghastly welfare? If you think that I'm the spirit soul, then I better use my spirit soul to meditate you, and then I go far in the forest and just meditate upon you. Now, why are you telling that I still have to fight? I think it is a very common, very nice question that Arjuna is asking, isn't it? Okay. So, anyone in the Tamil, anyone has Tamil book? Hare Krishna, யாரோ தமிழ் புக் வச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
படிக்கிறேன் பிரபு.
படிங்கம்மா ப்ளீஸ். யாரு படிக்கிறாது?
கஸ்தூரி படிக்கிறேன் பிரபு.
கஸ்தூரி. ஓகே, படிங்கம்மா.
கிருஷ்ணன் கூறினான், ஜனார்த்தனே. அர்ஜுனன் கூறினான், ஜனார்த்தனே, கேசவனே, பல நோக்கு செயல்களை விட புத்தி சிறந்தது என்றால் கோரமான இப்போரில் தங்கள் என்னை பலப்படுத்தமாக ஈடுபடுவது ஏன்?
ரைட்டா? திரும்பி படிங்க மாதாஜி.
அர்ஜுனன் கூறினான், ஜனார்த்தனே, கேசவனே, பல நோக்கு செயல்களை விட புத்தி சிறந்தது என்றால் கோரமான இப்போரில் தங்கள் என்னை பலவந்தமான ஈடுபடுத்துவது ஏன்?
அர்ஜுனன் சண்டை போட மாட்டாரு. ஆனா கிருஷ்ணா சொல்றாரு, நீ ஒரு ஆத்மா, நீயா சண்டை போடாம இருக்க, இந்த இதுல போர்ல நீ உன்னோட கடமையை நீ செஞ்சுதான் ஆகணும்னு சொல்றாரு. So he says the work, the prescribed duty you have to do. That's why the chapter is coming as Karma Yoga. 3.2. Okay, Saravanan sir, you able to read this, sir? So Saravanan? Hello sir, Mr. Saravanan? You can read?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
please
Prabhu.
try.
Okay. Vyamis Ranava Vakira Buddhim Mohaya Sivame Tad Ekam Vara Nishchitya Yena Sriyo Ham Apnuyam. My intelligence is bewildered by your in equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be the most beneficial for me.
Wonderful. Very nice, Prabhu. So nice. Thank you very much. Okay. So it says, my intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instruction. Now Krishna says, you are not this body, you are a soul. Okay, so in that way, in that way, you cannot kill the soul and this and that. Now Arjuna is a little bit confused. He wants to know a decisive answer, a perfect answer from his spiritual master, because now Arjuna has surrendered as a disciple. Previously, Arjuna and Krishna like a friend, but when he was confused in the second chapter, he was surrendering to him. I don't know what to do, my dear Krishna. You please let me know what I should do. So he is surrendering as a disciple and Krishna as a spiritual master. So in this way, how humbly Arjuna is asking the instruction, what should I clearly, please give me a clear answer. What is the real beneficial for me? Tell me what will be beneficial for me. What I should do actually. Because his mind get bewildered. Now, sometimes even when we are in the spiritual life, we also get bewildered. Now, whether this is right or that is right, I'm not also confused. People are telling this way, people are telling that way. So you have to get from the correct authority. Now, we are getting correct authority from Krishna. Now, let's see in the Tamil. Anybody படிக்கிறீங்களா Tamil? Anyone Tamil book வச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
Can I, Prabhu?
Please. பேரு என்ன உங்க பேரு? Hello? Yeah, படிங்க. Hello?
Prabhu, can I read?
Please. Yeah, please.
இரண்டு வழிகளை ஒன்று போல கூறும் உமது அறிவுரையால் எனது புத்தி பேதலிக்கின்றது. எனவே எனக்கு மிகவும் நன்மையானது எது என்பதை முடிவாக கூறுவீராக.
யா, நீங்க உங்க பேரு என்ன மாதாஜி?
ஸ்ரீ லக்ஷ்மி பிரபு.
Oh, Sri Lakshmi. Okay. In Tamil, you have a Tamil book. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we can understood. So இதே மாதிரி தான் அவருக்கு கிருஷ்ணா வந்து அர்ஜுனர் கேட்கிறாரு கிருஷ்ணா கிட்ட, எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் குழப்பமா இருக்கான்னு. ஆன் த லைட் ப்ளீஸ். ஸோ எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் குழப்பமா இருக்கு, நீங்க எனக்கு எது நன்மைன்னு எடுத்து சொல்லுங்க, என்னதான் நான் உண்மையிலேயே செய்யணும்னு எடுத்து சொல்லுங்க. ஸோ 3.4. Okay, let's go. Anyone? Open to anybody? Please grab the opportunity. Anyone?
Prabhu,
Would you like to
can
try? Please. What's your name?
Leelambike.
Leela. Oh, Leelambike. Okay, please try. Go ahead.
Na kama manurambal naish karmyam purushostunute nasa sanyasanatve sittam samadhi kachati. Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection.
Yes. Here Krishna is telling, thank you Mataji. Very nice. Very nice. This is how when we read slowly, you'll become very nice. After you completing the 18th chapter, you'll be your slokas will be all very smooth. Don't worry. This is super nice. You get a lot of blessings from Srila Prabhupada. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. So here, not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction. Because Krishna is saying, hey Arjuna, if you don't want to fight, you think you go to the forest, you go and do tapasya, you don't want to work your duty, that doesn't mean you will be free from the karma. And he says, by doing that, you think that you are a great tapasya, you become a great sannyasi like that? you cannot attain perfection also. So here Krishna says, when one have a prescribed duty, உனக்குன்னு நம்மளுக்குன்னு ஒரு கடமை இருக்கும் போதுல அந்த கடமையை விட்டுட்டு இதெல்லாம் வேணாம், எனக்குலாம் பிரச்சனை இந்த கடமை எல்லாம் அப்படின்னு பயந்து ஓடி போய் ஒளிஞ்சு தனியா நான் உட்காந்துக்கிட்டு எந்த வேலையும் செய்ய மாட்டேன்னு சொன்னா கிருஷ்ணா சொல்றாரு, you will steal what you call your karma, will steal, you will attain your karma. Just like even you go and sit down in the forest also, you might be sitting on top of some of the group of ants. There may be a family of ants. You'll be moving here, moving there, you're not doing anything also. So in that way you will be also killing some of the jivas there. That means there is reaction is still there. That doesn't mean you never do anything, you are not free from the karma. Indirectly the reaction will be still coming. Okay, anyone want to try in the Tamil? Can anyone read even the sloka also? You can read and what do you call translation? யாரா படிக்கிறீங்களா? Lingeshwari, are you there? Okay, anyone else using Tamil Bhagavad Gita 3.4?
Can I, Prabhu?
Please, yeah.
செயலிலிருந்து தப்பிப்பதால் மட்டுமே விளைவுகளிலிருந்து விடுதலை பெற முடியாது. துறவால் மட்டுமே பக்குவம் பெறவும் முடியாது.
That means if you are a student, let's say currently if you are a student, you are supposed to study and you feel your study is too much pressure for me, I don't want to study anything. That doesn't mean you can escape. Krishna is indirectly saying you still cannot escape. The reaction will still come. You have to pay for that also in some other way. So, and if let's say one can be working and he feel too much pressure at workplace or whatever, he says, I don't want to work anymore lah. Okay, I better stay at home. Okay, there are also people have said like that. That doesn't mean he can actually escape from the reaction. Okay, so even they stay at home also, you cannot sit there or sleep there 24 hours. You still have to move. So some or other, when we are doing anything, there will be some reaction. So we will be coming into that. Okay, we go further. 3.8. Sorry, anybody else new? Anyone who have not read? Try your best, please. We want to hear your voice.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I try?
Yes. You can. What's your name, ma?
Manjusri.
Manjusri. Okay, good. Please.
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्मजयो हि अकर्मणा शरीरयात्रापि न प्रशीयेत् अकर्मणा. Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work.
Wow. You see, Krishna is saying what? No, Krishna is just like a father, How does the father teaches the son? He says, perform your prescribed duty. For doing so is better than not working. He says, you got a duty means you better do that job. If you're not doing that job, that is no good. He says, one cannot even maintain his body and his life without not doing any physical work. Here we could understand that Krishna never says you all, hey, surrender everything, don't do any work, don't go to job, don't go to university, don't read that, go to the forest and just meditate upon. He never says that. He says work. He says do your action. He comes to a point that how when we do our action, we are not bind with the reaction. Understand? Not binding with the reaction means that we are not being connected to the karma that we are doing. Because any karma that we do, it has some good things or bad things we may do. So these two things, that is the pious activity or sinful activity may be there within this karma, the action that we are doing. So these will evolve us in coming back again and again to this material world. We will go into that more detail. Anyone in the Tamil? Hare Krishna, anyone in the Tamil
ஹரே
Bhagavad Gita?
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு, நான் படிக்கிறேன்.
Yes. படிங்க.
உனக்கு விதிக்கப்பட்ட கடமைகளை செய்வாயாக, செயலாற்றாமல் இருப்பதை விட இது சிறந்ததாகும். செயலின்றி இருப்பவனால் தனது உடலை கூட பாதுகாக்க முடியாது.
So Krishna never asks we all to just sleep in the house and just thinking of him, not doing anything. No, he didn't mention that. He said work so that you can maintain your body. Correct? So this is what he's telling. But he will come to a point of how he will connect us into not binding with the reaction that whatever that we are doing. Okay, so the picture is there. எல்லாரும் சாமியாரா போய் உக்காந்துட்டா நம்ம தப்பிச்சிட முடியாதுன்னு இல்லை. Karma means this is how actually we are coming again and again into this material world. Okay, the karma that we are collected, whether it is good karma or a bad karma, is the one which is bind us to repeated birth again and again and again. And Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all essence, how to escape from this repeated birth and returning back to the personality of Godhead. Okay, so we go for the 3.9. Do anybody want to read this, please? யாராச்சும் இன்னும் படிக்காதவங்க ட்ரை பண்றீங்களா? Try. படிக்க கஷ்டமா இருந்தா இஸ் ஓகே. இஸ் a little bit difficult, don't, no problem. Anybody can try.
ஹரே
Please.
கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு, நான் மீண்டும் ட்ரை பண்ணட்டா?
Try பண்ணுங்க.
யஜ்ஞத கர்மானோ யத்ரா லோகோ யம் கர்மா பந்தனா தத் அத்தம் கர்மா கௌந்தேய mukta sangha samachara. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kundi, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage.
Thank you so much. How about Tamil?
Hare
Anyone not?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, try பண்ணுங்கம்மா.
Yajna Yajnat karmano yantra loko yam karma bantana tat artham karma kaunteya mukta shanga samsara. விஷ்ணுவிற்கு அர்ப்பணமாக செய்யப்படும் செயல்கள் மட்டுமே நிறைவேற்றப்பட வேண்டும். மற்ற செயல்கள் இந்த பௌதீக உலகத்தோடு பந்தப்பட்டவை. எனவே குந்தியின் மகனே, உனக்கு விதிக்கப்பட்ட கடமைகளை அவரது திருப்திக்காக செய். இவ்விதமாக நீ எப்போதுமே பந்தத்திலிருந்து விடுபட்டு வாழ்வாய்.
Wow. So Krishna is giving the essence. In this material world, we cannot escape from the material work. இந்த பௌதிக உலகத்துல நம்ம எந்த வேலையில இருந்தும் தப்பிக்க முடியாது. And then Krishna says, when we do work, because when we do work, it is karma. So to prevent the bondage of the reaction of the karma, Krishna says you should sacrifice your work to the Supreme Lord. When your consciousness is surrendering your action of your work to the Supreme Lord, then he says there is no karma will act upon you. All that karma will be absorbed by the Lord. So he says, therefore Arjuna, குந்தி மகனே, உன்னோட கடமையை பகவானோட சந்தோஷத்துக்காக செய். உன்னோட சந்தோஷத்துக்காக செய்யாத, உன்னோட கடமையை பகவானோட சந்தோஷம். He says you do your duty for the satisfaction of the Lord. In that way you will free from the bondage. What is this bondage? This is a bondage, is the one which is bringing us again and again and again, repeated birth. 8.4 million species of life we have taken birth. That soul, where Krishna says this soul is transmigrating from one body to one body and again and again and again and again. So Krishna will be coming in the next chapter. He will be telling, we have taken many millions of births. When are you going to return back to my abode? So he says, when we are in this material world, we cannot escape from our normal duty, our work. Everything will be action. There will be some karma. So whatever that we are doing, you think that, my dear Lord, I am doing this work for you. Okay, you have given me the body and the mind to maintain myself. Now I'm going to my work. Now please, my dear Lord, bless me that today work I will be doing nicely, and please bless me. So anything that we do it in his consciousness. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna, no, when you want to fight, you fight for the satisfaction of Vishnu. That's why in this material world, the sacrificing is actually, the Lord of the sacrifice is Vishnu. The yagya, whatever that you put into the fire, you cook anything, it is become a yagya. It is actually the person in charge, the Lord who is in charge is actually Vishnu. It should be offered to him, anything. Yeah, it says that, the yagya pit and the nirpu poduvangala, it is the Lord Vishnu's tongue. We put swaha like that. So that's why when we do cooking, even when you do cooking, the mother's duty is to cook for the family. When you cook, you're going to clean the vegetables. You may be killing the ants and small insects and so many things. You may be boiling it. You may be doing frying things and so many things. There can be so many jivas may be dying because of that. This is all reaction. But if we are able to offer it to Krishna, after you cook, you offer it to Krishna. Krishna says here that whatever bad things which would have happened there, a bad reaction which would have happened there, all that are clear. You don't need to worry. You are always free from the bondage. So he is trying to give us how to, in this material life, we are in the spiritual platform. Okay, let's go further. Now we have two here. Let's see here. Both are holding knife. Correct or not? You can see both are holding knife. Now one is the Tirtupaya, Thirudan, holding the knife. And another one is a qualified doctor holding a knife. Both also are cutting the abdomen. This fellow also will be cutting one innocent people, and the other side the doctor also using the knife. So both also using these material things. The material thing he's here is knife, but one person is doing a surgery, doctor, and another person is using the same thing to actually steal things, is convicting sinful activities. So can anyone give me some view and comments? What is happening between these two? What kind of reaction? Both are doing some operation here, and this one also doing some operation that side. But what is the difference between these two? Anyone? யாராச்சும் சொல்ல முடியுமா உங்க கருத்துல?
Their intention.
Yes, what is their intention? One, what will happen to this on the right side, the doctor's side, and what will happen to this guy?
The left hand side, his intention is to take life or to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
And the right hand side is to save somebody or to take care of somebody. Yeah.
So this is the what actually indirectly Krishna is saying. If you are not, you see, for him, he is following the authority. My prescribed duty is to save life. So I do this operation to save him. I'm simply surrendering to my authority. My authority is the health director, and he has ordered me to do this. So he is following the authority, whereas this guy is holding a weapon. He was not given any authority and is doing whimsically. So this is the same thing. Actually, Krishna is telling you, do your duty. When you do your duty, you do it in the consciousness or on doing it for me, then you are not connected to the reaction. For example, this guy, if been caught, he will be put into the jail. Whereas this doctor may be given reward. Same thing, let's see the second one. Somebody else, யாராச்சும் பேச போறீங்களா? இத பாருங்க, தமிழ்ல யாரும் பேசலாம். இந்த பக்கம் என்ன பாக்குறீங்க, இந்த பக்கம் என்ன பாக்குறீங்க? ஸ்ரீ லக்ஷ்மி, நீங்க தமிழ்ல படிச்சீங்களா, சொல்லுங்க கொஞ்சம்.
சோல்ஜர்ஸ் வந்துட்டு சேஃப் பண்ண போறாங்க மக்களை. டெரரிஸ்ட் வந்துட்டு மக்களை கொன்னு கெட்டது செய்ய போறாங்க.
ஆனா ரெண்டு பேரும் என்னத்த கையில பிடிச்சிருக்காங்க?
வெப்பன்.
ரெண்டு பேரும் ஒரே கன் தான் பாய்க்கறாங்க. So this is the material job that we are doing, that gun. Same thing. So the same concept what Krishna is saying, when we exploit things, we are using these material things. But how we going to put into the material things? When we do our action, if you do it for your own self, like the terrorists, you are actually bondage with the reaction. But you are doing it for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord, or just like the soldiers are doing for the satisfaction of the king, the order of the king they are protecting. They have been given medals and awards, whereas the terrorists will be hanged. So the same thing Krishna is saying, when we are doing karma activity using these material resources, இந்த பௌதிக பொருள்லாம் வச்சு நம்ம வந்து ரியாக்ஷன் கர்மா நம்ம பாவிக்கும் போதுல, பகவான்காக நம்ம செய்யும் போதுல நம்ம இந்த பௌதிக கட்டுப்பாடுல இருந்து நம்ம தப்பிச்சிருவோம் அதெல்லாம் சொல்றாரு. So the same thing Krishna is saying, if you are doing it for the pleasure, you are working it for in the Supreme Lord consciousness, you are surrendering to him. That means whatever sins that you may be doing, it is not binding you. Same like the soldiers, they are also killing people. They are also killing people. This guy also killing people. But one people who are killed, they are giving medal and award, and the other one they've been hanged. So what is the difference? The difference is one is they are doing according to the authority, and one is doing for their self satisfaction. So that's why Krishna says, if you are doing only for yourself, for everything, Anu, please call, please. Yeah, end பண்ணுது. Yes sir. Wow, how long? I say Krishna. Okay, it seems the meeting is going to end within 2 minutes. We have to, you see, if it is suddenly, if the meeting ends, please re-lock in again. I'm sorry because today Lavanya Mataji is not around, and Divagaran is handling this meeting. It has some limitation. Okay, everybody? WhatsApp
Hare Krishna, okay, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, so sorry that please do rejoin back, same connection, new link, okay, join with the new link which is in the group. The new link will be in the group if the thing ends lah. Okay, I'm so sorry on this thing. Actually, I do not want this thing to happen. Okay,
Prabhu, can we leave now or later, Prabhu?
Diva, never mind. When the thing ended means let us know. Okay, you all just rejoin back with the new link.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, 8:38. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We go to the next one. So anybody want to read this? 3.14. Please,
Can I
please.
read?
Go ahead.
Anand Bhavanti Bhutani Parjanyat Dana Sambhava Yajnat Bhavati Parjanyo Yajna Karma Samudbhava. All living bodies subsist on food, grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, sacrifice, and yajna is born of prescribed duties.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Very wonderful. Anybody you like to read in the Tamil? Anybody have Tamil book? Kasturi Mataji, இருக்கீங்களா நீங்க? ம்.
மழையால் தோன்றுவிக்கப்படும் தானியங்களால் எல்லா ஜீவன்களின் உடல்களும் வாழ்கின்றன. யாகத்தால் மழையும் விதிக்கப்பட்ட கடமைகளால் யாகமும் உண்டாக்கப்படுகின்றன.
Okay. So what we can see here, Krishna is telling everybody we have to eat. We have to eat and live. To maintain this body, we need to work. And when we get the money, we buy grains. But here, Krishna is saying, how does the grain comes? How does the grain? எப்படி நம்மளுக்கு அரிசிலாம் எப்படி நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்குது? Krishna is saying these grains it's coming because we have rains, also sunshine, correct or not? So here Krishna is saying it comes from the rain. And how do you get rain? The rains are only be given correctly at the right time if the people are in the spiritual consciousness, the proper yagya. People are doing proper yagya. If you heard and from the yagya to do the yagya, you need to do duties. Last time in the previous millennium, in the previous ages, you may have seen that the kings will do great fire sacrifice because they want proper rains and everything, right? So because of that, are we still in? Yeah. All right. So because of that, they are maintaining the population with proper rainfall, and with that, the proper grains are being produced. So basically, it is already stated in the scripture that in this material life. So here, I'm just repeating again that in order for we to have proper grains, means people who work hard, everybody, they as a householder, they must be in a proper spiritual platform. So what they will do, normally they will do proper prayers, they will do proper yagya, they will call the brahmanas and they'll do some fire sacrifice like this. So by doing these kind of proper things, there are many of you, even the Muslims are praying, even the Christians are praying. So every whatever religion we are all are praying. So these are the things who are actually giving us what do you call the devas who are actually controlling the rains. Lord Indra is controlling the rains, right? So they are being pleased and all this proper rainfall, sunshines and everything happening very nicely. So this is the concept actually. So all living bodies subsides on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performing yagya, and yagya is born of prescribed duty. That means whatever that we do, even when we do something, we have to give it back to please the to please the devas. தெய்வங்களை வந்து மன திருப்தி படுறதுக்கு வந்து நம்ம எவ்வளவுதான் சம்பாரிச்சாலும் அதெல்லாம் நம்ம திருப்பி கொடுக்க வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. If we are not giving back, that means you are a thief actually. We are actually a thief because we are not going to take anywhere. So this is what actually Krishna is trying to tell, that the yagya is very important, but in the different yagya got different process of what we should do. What is the real method of yagya that in different ages, that we will come to that also shortly. Okay. தீப மலர் இருக்கீங்களா? நீங்க படிக்கிறீங்களா? தீப மலர், can you read this slide?
Yes, Prabhu.
Please.
Try பண்றேன்.
Yeah.
Yat yat acharati srestas tat tat yavataro jana sa yat pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues.
Very nice, Mataji. Very nice reading. So nice. You are having a Bhagavad Gita or you are just reading from the screen?
I am having the Bhagavad Gita and I'm
Like,
reading from the screen.
very nice, very nice. Anyone from Tamil want to read and
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஐயா, நான் படிக்கிறேன்.
please, please.
பெரிய மனிதன் எத்தகைய செயல்களை செய்கின்றானோ அதையே பொதுமக்களும் பின்பற்றுகின்றனர். தன் செயல்களால் எந்த தரத்தை அவன் உவமை அமைத்து காட்டுகின்றானோ அதையே உலகம் முழுதும் பின்பற்றுகின்றது. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
Wow, very nice. Sloka Padima. Sloka. Hello, ma.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஐயா.
Sloka ஏன் படிச்சிரு. Yet acharadi sretas.
यत् यत् आसरति श्रेयसस् तत् तत् एव तरो जना स यत् प्रमाणं गुरुते लोकस्तत् अनुवर्तते.
ஓகே, உன் பேர் என்ன சொல்லு எல்லார்கிட்டயும்? ஹலோ,
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணாயா.
உன் பேர் என்னன்னு சொல்லு எல்லார்கிட்டயும்.
திஷா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா, என் பேர் திஷா.
எங்க இருந்து பேசுற?
நான் ஜோஹர் ஸ்கூடாயில இருந்து பேசுறேன்.
Tisha was my previous student. She has tremendously actually what do you call what do we call that she has tremendously increased the way of reading the slokas. Thank you so much, Tisha. You are a very wonderful participant. ஓகே, ஸோ நல்லபடியாக நீ இருந்து வாழ்கம் வளர்கம் நல்லபடியாக இருக்கணும். நல்லா இருக்க தானே நீனே? ரொம்ப நாளாச்சு உன்னை பார்த்து திஷா. ஓகே,
நான் நல்லா இருக்கேன். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கம்மா, நல்லா இருக்கேன். ஓகே ஓகே, ஸோ ஹியர் இன் திஸ் ஸ்லோகா Krishna is saying, because Arjuna is a very important person. Arjuna is the main soldier, and behind Arjuna there are millions of soldiers, and Arjuna is like the great warrior there for the Pandavas. What happened if Arjuna says, I don't want to fight? He is the great leader. Correct or not? And what is going to happen to all his battalion when Arjuna doesn't want to fight? That's why Krishna says, you see Arjuna, yat acharati sresat tat tat eva taro jana sayat pramanam kurute lokastat anuvartata. Whatever great men perform, common men will follow. And whatever standard he sets by example, all the world pursues. So you see here, we can see Ram, Sita, and Ram and Sita. And by the way, for everybody, today is the appearance day of Sita, Mother Sita. Okay, so today is Sita Navami. Jai Sita Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman. Okay, and you know, Lord Ram has given us Ramayana, a great personality. The Supreme Lord comes in the form of a king, a young king, and then the prince, and he became a king. And whatever that he did, there are so many things that we can learn from Ramayana. And the same thing that they have also have great leaders. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா கீழே மகான்கள் இருக்காங்க. இவங்கெல்லாம் great leaders. Whatever they have done, people are still following them. So in our home, we are mini leaders. Who is the mini leaders? Their mother, the father. They are the leaders. So whatever they do, the children will actually adopt it. So if the mother is and the father is reading the scripture, the children will also follow. If the father is drinking alcohol and smoking and not responsible, the children will also follow. But sometimes there are different, because according to their karma, even whatever terrible the parents are, the children will grow up very wonderfully. Or sometimes they can be reverse way. They can be a wonderful parents, but the children may be whatever they try their best to do. They are also, this karmic reaction is always there. So here that if you are a teacher, yesterday was Teachers' Day, and if you are a teacher, then you have to be a very good teacher, so the students will follow you. So that's why here Krishna is telling Arjuna, நீ ஒரு மகாவீரன், நீனே சண்டை போட மாட்டேன்னு சொன்னேன்னா உனக்கு அவ்வளோ பேர் அங்க பின்னால உனக்காக காத்திருக்காங்க. அவங்கலாம் எப்படிலாம் உன் கூட இருந்து இவங்களெல்லாம் சண்டை போட போறாங்க. So he is inspiring Krishna. That's why this sloka comes. Very important sloka. So okay, so we go further. Which sloka are we now? Sorry, okay. So when we see here, you can see 4 pictures. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. And just now, Krishna says that without proper yagya, the world will not be in good peace. There won't be proper rain. There won't be proper sunshine. And we will be having difficulty to maintain our body because there will be difficulty in getting the grains. So, when we are in this material world, we have to perform our yagyas. So, what is our proper yajna that been prescribed in the different ages? இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க 4 யுகங்கள் இருக்கு. இந்த 4 யுகங்கள் different names are there. In the beginning, the people lives 100,000 years. 100,000 1,00,000 வருஷம் வாழுவாங்க. They are in the Satya Yuga. அவங்க வந்து சத்திய யுகத்துல இருப்பாங்க. மனிதர்கள் ரொம்ப நாள் வாழுவாங்க. 100,000 years. அதுக்கப்புறம் Treta Yuga வந்தது. Treta Yuga, people live for 10,000 years. Okay. And then thereafter the Treta Yuga comes Dwapara Yuga. In Dwapara Yuga, people live for 1,000 years. And after Dwapara Yuga, it came Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, the scripture says 100 years. Nowadays, we can't even go 100 years also. Many people are dying 50 years already, dying already. So, in Satya Yuga age, the prescribed way of you connecting your yoga process. What is the real yoga process? How do you connect it to the Supreme Lord? The Supreme Lord, how do you connect? It is by meditation. So you perform meditation, and you can read from the scripture, people are performing meditations for thousands of years. Thousands of years they do penances. Even now also in the Kali Yuga, many also trying this meditation process. But it's quite very difficult because we can't sit too long. Our bodies are aching. We can't focus our mind. Too many things that in our mind, very difficult. So, however, the process is there. This meditation process has been practiced during Satya Yuga. So, during the Treta Yuga, where people live for 10,000 years, the prescribed yoga is by fire sacrifice. யாகங்கள் யாகங்கள்ல வந்து ஸ்வாஹன் மந்திரங்கள் போட்டு இது பண்ணுவாங்க. And in that time, during the Treta Yuga, the fire sacrifice time, this fire sacrifice will be going for hundreds of years continuously. Nowadays we do 1 hour 2 hour, that also எப்படா இந்த சாமியார் முடிப்பான், இவ்வளவு புகையாயிருச்சுன்னு. People are cursing. What is too much of what do you call smoke because of this fire? Because we are not pure. We can't get anything pure materials for a fire sacrifice. Everything is imitation. So it's very difficult. You can't even get a proper ghee. Every ghee is also contaminated with so many things. So in this way, the prescribed way of you connecting to the Supreme Lord in the Treta Yuga is by performing fire sacrifices. And then Dwapara Yuga came. During the Treta Yuga, Lord Ramachandran was there. And during Draupadi Yuga, Lord Krishna came, Krishna Leela happening. And in Draupadi Yuga, the process of we connecting to the Lord is by temple worship. So people have a lot of temples. They go to the temple and they stay there. கோயில்ல போய் மாதம் கணக்குல இருப்பாங்க. வருதம்லாம் சில வருடங்கள்ல கோயில்லயே சேவை செய்வாங்க இந்த மாதிரி. So இது வந்து திரௌபதி யுகத்துல வந்து the recommended worship is temple worship. People also still doing temple. We go, but we can only go maybe Friday or this thing, just break one coconut. Wow, I'm very spiritual already. Or just do one archana. என்ன இன்பமே சொல்க எல்லோரும் வாழ்க, make archana, and then after come, let's go today, already done praise ready, let's go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. இன்பமே சொல்க எல்லோரும் வாழ்க. அங்க வந்து கோயில்ல ஒண்டிதான் சொன்னாங்க. வெளியே வந்தோடனே எல்லாம் பிரச்சனை இல்லை, எல்லாம் மாறி மாறி நடக்கும். So it is very difficult, not to say cannot, it's quite difficult to do. All these processes are still we are practicing, right? In Draupadi Yuga, we also going to temple, we also doing the yagya. In now we are in Kali Yuga, but we are still practicing the meditation, we are still practicing the yagyas, we are still going the temple worships, everything is done. But what is the real recommended process of the Kali Yuga? In this Kali Yuga now, people can live for 100 years. What is the recommended process? The recommended process is given in the Kali Yuga is simply chanting the holy name. Simply chant the holy name. You are already completing the yagya, the yajna. This is the real process in the Kali Yuga. But sometimes we do not know about this, but we put a lot of effort in meditation, what you call fire sacrifice and temple worship. So how nice if we get to know that in Kali Yuga is the most simplest way that you are given recommendation is by simply chanting the holy name. Because when you chant the holy name, it is equivalent to do thousands and thousands of time of Treta Yuga sacrifice, and thousands of time that what you have done in Draupadi Yuga, and thousands of time what they have done in the Satya Yuga. That is the meditation. So this is the power. If you are in that age, you are doing the correct method, you get multiple benefit. Okay. Can anyone read this, please? Tamil Malar படிக்கிறீங்களா? இந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ல தான் நீங்க படிக்க முடியும். Tamil Malar, you able to read? Or anyone else? யாராச்சும் படிக்கிறீங்களா?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, படிங்கம்மா.
Krishna Varnam Tvi Shakshnam Shango Pangastra Parsadam Yajnai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hi Su Medasa. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions.
Thank you very much, Mataji. So this sloka is in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Amala Puranam. Srimad Bhagavatam is even higher from the Bhagavad Gita. And in Srimad Bhagavatam is only talk about the glories of the Supreme Lord. And it is saying that Kali Yugatila, in Kali Yuga, there will be a group of very intelligent people take birth. And what they will do, they will simply do the chanting of the holy name. Okay? They constantly sings the name of Krishna. But it is stated, before they take birth, this one was 5,000 years ago, already stated. Although their complexion is not blackish, because the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra was brought to the material world by Krishna himself with Radharani together. Just now you see the first picture, Radha and Krishna. Radharani is so beautiful with the golden color. So in the Kali Yuga, Krishna comes together in one body with Radharani, and he brought this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was saying, oh, I gave the Bhagavad Gita also, nobody reading. Very difficult in Kali Yuga. So he comes with the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And it is stated 5,000 years ago, it's already stated that though his color is not blackish, because even though it is stated that he is Krishna, but Krishna comes in Dwapara Yuga, black color. But here he comes like golden color. That's why it's written there. Even though he's not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He's always accompanied by his associate, servants, and weapon and confidential companion. Why is good weapon? The weapon is the Nam. This is the Nam. He never comes with Sudarshan Chakra. He never comes with all the arrows and Trisuls and everything. இங்க அவரு திரிசூலம் எடுத்துட்டு வரல, எதுவும் எடுத்து வரல. மிருதங்கா, கர்த்தால் and நாமம். இதுதான் அவங்களோட வெப்பன். Simply by chanting these names, all the demonic death and every quality, bad quality, will be just flying away from us, and will become shining with spiritual knowledge. Okay, so this is a recommended yagya given in the Kali Yuga. Though we are still doing all other process, the meditation, temple worship, the yagya and everything, but the recommended process in the Kali Yuga is simply chanting the holy name. Okay. Now, one time what happened in Hyderabad, 1972, the South Indian state of Andhra Pradesh was stricken by severe drought. சரியான மழை இல்லாம ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டாங்க. Affected millions of people. So what happened? T.L. Katidia, the secretary of Andhra Pradesh Relief Fund, she wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada. Said, Srila Prabhupada, now the Andhra Pradesh was severely affected by the drought and killing many people. Nobody is getting proper water and very difficult. So as we know that by performing yagya, the scripture says we should actually get rain. So therefore, my dear Prabhupada, can you and your group of devotees please come to Andhra Pradesh and do Sankirtana Yagya? The Sankirtana Yagya is the recommended process in the Kali Yuga, chanting the holy name. So Srila Prabhupada came and they started doing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan, and what happened? Miraculously, the rain came. So it is proven that even whatever situation you can be, the rains are given when the devas who are controlling the rain, they are pleased. So in this way, when we do our proper yagya, everything we need, rain is like something like material necessary. It comes. Correct? So this is a proof. Okay, we go further. Okay, let's discuss about this. So here we have come to the end. Sorry, we have taken a little bit 8 minutes longer. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க today we நம்ம என்ன படிச்சோம்னா கர்மா அண்ட் ஆல்சோ ரினான்சியேஷன். எதுவுமே செய்யாம கிடக்கிறது. அப்ப கர்மா நம்ம செஞ்சோம்னா நம்மளுக்கு நிறைய பாதிக்குதுன்னா நான் எதுவுமே செய்யாம இருக்கேனே. Anybody can say anything about this point? What does Krishna says about karma, and what did Krishna says about just doing renunciation? You don't want to do anything. What will happen? Are we free from that reaction? Can anybody explain what we have learned today? Sri Lakshmi Mataji, you have any idea? Did Krishna asks us to renunciate our work. Don't do any job. You just sit down. Are you all hearing me? Hello, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Ah.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna சொல்றேன்.
சொல்லுங்க கொஞ்சம். கிருஷ்ணா வந்து நம்மள வேலை செய்ய சொல்றாரா இல்ல எதுவுமே செய்யாம சன்னியாசி அப்படியே உட்கார சொல்றாரா?
விதிக்கப்பட்ட கடமைகளை கரெக்டா செய்ய சொல்றாரு. அதுதான் நமக்கான கரெக்டான.
கரெக்ட். வெரி குட். ஓகே. வெரி குட், வெரி குட்.
Thank you பிரபு.
விதிக்கப்பட்ட கடமைகளை நம்மள செய்ய சொல்றாரு. அந்த கரெக்ட். Wonderful answer. 100% correct. Okay. So number 2, Krishna is saying don't do artificially renounce. Can anybody says on that? Krishna இங்க என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, அதாவது பொய்யாக நீ வந்து உன் கடமையிலேந்து கடமையை செய்யாம இருக்காத அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. ஆமாவா இல்லையா? Can anybody explain on this? Krishna is saying don't artificially renounce your work. Just because you don't hate your boss, you said I don't want to work anymore with this fellow. So it does not mean that way. You still have to work. Okay, Mataji, thank you. You can mute your mic. Okay, no problem. You can mute your mic. Hello, you can mute your mic, Mataji. No problem. Okay, number 3. Perfection of life is not to renounce work, but to do for Vishnu. Most important activity. Mataji, Hare Krishna. You see. Vijayalakshmi Mataji, are you there? Vijayalakshmi Mataji, your mic making noise. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can you read number 3? Number 3. Can you read
Perfection
number 3?
of life is not to renounce work, but to do for Vishnu. Most importantly, activity.
Why did Krishna says like that? What is the benefit when we do our work, but we renounce the work? We don't renounce the work, but when we do our work, we do it for the Lord pleasure.
Yes.
Why he said that? Why?
That
Why
means
he
you
asked
do
you?
so that you won't have any attachment towards it. When you do your work, you offer
Won't
it
get the
to God.
reaction. Yeah, you don't get the reaction, correct?
Yes.
You don't get the reaction. Same like the people, the doctor. 2 people also using the knife. One
Yeah.
is getting a reward, but the other fellow is getting punishment. So
Yes.
if you are not surrendering your work, your consciousness, you are not doing it for what you call for the Lord, then you may also acquire that reaction. Just even like you are sweeping the house, you are mopping the house. Every one of us doing work, correct or not?
Yes.
Shamala Radha Mataji, are you there? Shamala Mataji, hello, are you there? Let me check it out. Okay. All right. So, sorry. Leelambege Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. நீங்க வீடு சுத்தம் பண்ணுவீங்களா? கூட்டுவீங்களா? வீடு கூட்டி இருக்கீங்களா?
கூட்டியிருக்கேன் பிரபு.
பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களா?
பண்ணியிருக்கேன்.
நம்ம வீடு கூட்டும் போதுல மோப் பண்ணும் போதுல சில எறும்பு சின்ன சின்ன பூச்சிங்கெல்லாம் நம்ம கூட்டி உறைதிர குப்பை தொட்டியில போடுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா இல்லையா?
நிறையவே இருக்கு பிரபு.
ஆனா நம்ம அந்த கூட்டும் போதுல நம்ம வீட சுத்தம் பண்றோம். ஆமாவா இல்லையா?
ஆமா பிரபு.
அந்த ஒர்க்ல ரியாக்ஷன் வருது நம்மளுக்கு. ஆமாவா இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
என்ன ரியாக்ஷன்? அங்க பல கிருமிகளை, பல சின்ன சின்ன பூச்சிங்களை நீங்க சாவடிக்கிறீங்க. ஆமாவா இல்லையா?
ஆமா பிரபு.
அதுதான் ரியாக்ஷன். When we do our karma, there is a reaction. But Krishna says, today I want to do puja for Krishna in my house. I have a small mini altar. In the altar, I have Vishnu, I have Rama, or I have Venkatachalapati, or I have Krishna. Whatever form of Lord Vishnu is there. If you have Krishna, is very nice. So when he says, today I want to do some udubati, I want to show incense. So it is like I want to do my prayers. For that, I have to keep my house clean. My house is like temple. So that way, Krishna, I want to clean this house. So even when you are doing cleaning, sweeping or mopping, you are now you are doing it for the pleasure of Krishna. Like that means when you think and you do enough already, the reaction doesn't attach to you. But if you think this house is very clean, I don't need anybody, I'm the boss, I want to clean, and you going to have the reaction. Even though you are killing without knowing, but it is still a reaction. Huh? Right? Rohini Mataji, are you there? Rohini Mataji?
Yes,
Hello?
Prabhu.
Yes. Have you ever got, do you drive car?
Yes, Prabhu.
Do you have any time given a summon due to any negligence in traffic rules?
I haven't, Prabhu. Until
Haven't. Okay,
haven't.
let's say you are driving in the highway, you accidentally exceed 120, and then the camera caught you. Do they, and you said, I'm so sorry, I do not know I'm going 120, so please forgive me and don't charge me. Will they says okay, because you do not know your speed limit, you without knowing you have driven fast the car. Okay, sorry for you, no problem. You we will dismiss the compound for you. Will they say that?
No, Prabhu.
Even though we do not know, unknowingly when we do spit and we convict mistake, we have been still convicted with the charges of compound. Correct or not?
Correct, Prabhu.
Same thing also in the spiritual life. Even when you start the car and you move, there are so many little creatures you may be driving on top of them and killing. Always this happening. All these are reaction. So that's why Krishna says, even when you want to drive a car to one destination, think of me and you drive. In that way, there won't be any reaction. The karma that you are doing, it won't affect you. In this way, you are not bound by the reaction of the karma, because when we are bound with the reaction, you have to come back and again and again and again and again. Okay? All right. Number 5. Anybody? Okay. Number 4. Can you read that also, number 4, Mataji? Rohini Mataji, can you read number 4?
I can, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Any activity you do, you devoted to Krishna.
Yeah. So means what? Whatever that you want to do, we think of Krishna, and then Krishna, I'm doing it this for you. Finish already. Simple. That's what Krishna is going to tell to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, you do whatever you think of me and you do la. Simple. That's what you're going to say in the next verses and all these things. Number 5. Anyone? Um, anybody want to read number 5 here? அஞ்சாவது படிக்கிறீங்களா? Tisha
Can I,
படிக்கிறியா?
Prabhu?
Please read. Please read.
Uh,
Five.
liberation is not due to activities, but with what consciousness we are doing, not to be attached to the result.
Can you explain a little bit? You know, meaning of liberation means the bondage, karma, the reaction. So what Krishna, what we have learned today, the reaction, if we are disconnected from the reaction, that is liberation. So it is what we are trying to say. It is simply all on our consciousness. If what we think and we do, our karma. Okay. So in that way, we offer everything, whatever we do. This job also I didn't get. It is because Krishna gave me the intelligence. I got medal, what do you call a gold medal, is just because not me, because I was given this remembrance at the time of me doing the exam. So for that, I have to thank the Supreme Lord. So in this way, every time when you think that everything belongs to the Lord, that means it is already you are in the liberation mode. Okay, we are not in the bondage of this material life. Bondage means you have to come back again and again and again. Okay, so number 6, that's why we offer to offer the results. Even you not thinking about the Lord, and then you do work hard day and night, you got a lot of money. In that way, if you do that, fruit of that money, you have to think how you want to offer it to the devas, because in that way the devas will be happy and you get all the benefits. But here actually Krishna, he wants simply to think of him and then you do whatever job is much more very easy. And the age of this and this Kali Yuga, what is the prescribed yagya? Can anybody say what is the yagya recommended in this Kali Yuga? Number 7.
Chanting the holy name.
Yes, Sankirtana Yagya. Sankirtana means together. So many people together and we chant together. Okay. So for that, we have ended today the class. Just to let you know what is actually chanting you want to do. If you want to try this chanting, you can try, no problem. Afterward, I will share this slide. If you see, if let's say if I'm you, I want to chant, I have heard about this. Okay, that means in Kali Yuga, this chanting of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful that is equivalent to many thousands of time doing yagya in the Treta Yuga, and like doing very perfect temple worship in Draupadi Yuga, and the great tapasya that they have done meditation in the Satya Yuga. So how do you have to do? First you have to offer your prayers to your guru. Your guru is Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Pranadi, Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasaya Budale, Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Intinamini. Okay, number 1. Number 2, just now you learned that in the Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna comes at not black color, he comes in the golden color, and he brought this very special Maha Mantra. That means he sings the name of Krishna, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see in the center, there are 5 people. That's Lord Shiva there. Lord Brahma is also there. There are many people there. We will discuss this in some other time. And the center one is actually what do you call Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That is Radha and Krishna combined together. And the beside one, the blue color on the left hand side is none other than Ananda Sesha Lakshmana. In Ramayana, he comes as Lakshmana. In the Draupadi Yuga, he comes as Balarama. Okay, and in the Kali Yuga, he comes as Nityananda. So that's why these personalities are very great, and we chant their name so that when we chant this mantra, it becomes very perfect. So the Panchatattva Mahamantra meanings Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. These 5 personality are very core persons, and we get their permission and blessings before we go to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we normally chant 108 times. Okay, so when you are free, you can try this. Okay, I'm not forcing anybody. If you are free, you can try this. Very special. And this mantra gives you tremendous benefit. It releases you from the clutches of you have a lot of stress and problems in our life. This mantra will give you tremendous benefit for you. Okay, this is a super meditation, super yagya, super temple worship in the Kali Yuga. So what we chant is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so maybe Sri Lakshmi, would you like to try one time? Sri Lakshmi Mataji, நீங்க அங்க மேல படிச்சிட்டு one time இத படிக்கிறீங்களா on behalf?
Can
Try,
Prabhu. Can
try,
Prabhu.
try. Yeah, try. Namo Om.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Panchatattva Mahamantra. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Okay, then you go to
Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Fantastic. You have to chant this one 108 times, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that completes the Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga, if somebody asks, what is the Kali Yuga Sankirtana Yagya Prabhu? Because it was recommended that we need to perform our yagya. So in Kali Yuga, you don't need any money, nothing you need. You just have to chant this mantra, simple. That's all. Thank you very much. We will be meeting you all in the next chapter 4. Okay, so I will I will share the slides to you. Got anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? யாருக்காச்சும் கேள்விகள் இருக்கா?
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
எஸ், பேர் என்னம்மா நீங்க?
உருக்ரமா தேவிதாசி.
உருக்ரமா தேவிதாசி. ஓகே, சொல்லுங்கம்மா.
என்னோட கேள்வி வந்து பிரபு, நம்ம பூஜை டைம்ல வந்துட்டு நம்ம தலையில வந்து துணி கட்டி இருக்கோம்ல பிரபு, ஸ்கார்ஃப் போட்டிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? சோ அத பத்தி வந்து கொஞ்சம் விளக்கம் கொடுங்க பிரபு. எதனால அந்த துணி வந்து நம்ம தலையில நம்மளோட முடிய வந்து எதுக்காக வந்து துத்தோ பண்ணிருக்கணும் அப்படின்றத வந்து கொஞ்சம் விளக்கம் கொடுங்க பிரபு. அது
okay. Normally why we will cover our head, especially the women lah, especially the ladies. Why? Because பெண்களுக்கு ரொம்ப சுலபமாக முடி கொட்டுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. If you sweep the house, நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நீங்க வீடு கூட்டுனீங்கன்னா, when we sweep the house, definitely you can find hairs. ஆமாவா இல்லையா மாதாஜி?
ஆமா பிரபு.
அப்ப அந்த நீட்ட முடி யார் தலையில இருந்து விழுந்திருக்கும்? நீட்ட முடி
எங்க தலையில இருந்து தான் விழுது.
ஆமா, அதே முடி நம்ம பகவான் கிருஷ்ணாக்காக நம்ம சமைக்கும் போதுலயோ இல்ல நம்ம பகவான் கூட சம்பந்தப்பட்டது whatever activity that we want to perform to please the Lord, we have to make sure this hair does not drop or contaminated in the paraphernalia. Even when we are cooking or when we are doing puja or anything, the puja there is a plate and offering everything clean. If one of our hair flew and dropped there, it is contaminated. So that is the reason why we easy process, simply we cover the hair. So when we cover the hair, we are taking precaution that our hair will not drop there. During the COVID time, when we go outside, what we do, Mataji? During COVID time, what we do? Everybody do what?
Yeah,
what we
cover?
We cover what? We cover our
face mask lam full
face mask. Why? Why? We do not want even a drop of water. We cannot see. But that drop of water, when goes out, it contaminate other people. And they get COVID and they can die. And the government charge you 1,000 ringgit if you never wear the face mask. Correct or not, Mataji?
Yeah, Prabhu.
The same thing in the spiritual process, when we do anything, especially the woman, when they are doing anything, you should be very careful not to drop your hair on the floor, because when you drop the hair on the floor, it's considered contamination. Okay? So that's the reason why that to keep very simple, we just cover the hair. Avladhan.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Sorry, Mataji. Maybe there are so many other important things. I'm just telling the most basic thing. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Anybody? If I cannot answer, I will seek my superior authority and I will give you. So it's time's over already. You all can leave. Anyone, your time. I'm so sorry, the time is a little bit more already. But you have any question, answer, you can ask. Sorry? Yes, Maheshwari Mataji, anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thanks சொல்றதுக்கு இது பண்ண unmute பண்ணேன்.
Okay, okay. All right.